Peace, it's your brother Larry. Welcome to Fatherhood Fridays, episode 7, The New Kid. As you can see, I got the new kid with me right now. And of course, I got my special guest here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, young man.
Hey guys, I'm Azir. You know me from episode 6.
All right. So what we're going to be talking about today is, the whole transition of being the only child and then, bringing a new kid into the house and how that just affects the dynamics of the house, man. Azir has always wanted a sibling, but wanting something and having something is completely different. And we want to discuss what happened when we actually had his little brother, brought him home, and how that affected the whole household. So y'all stick around. To add a little bit of knowledge to the video, we have an article by Dr. Hilary Mandzik. Check out her credentials on the website. I'm about to post it right now. But Dr. Hilary has 6 points that we should all be aware of when bringing a new child into the house when there's an older child that's usually getting all of the attention. So let's go over those points. And we're gonna have, the big dog Azir here expound upon those points. So point 1 is to expect some turmoil. And realistically, you have to expect turmoil when you bring anything new in the house. You could bring a new child, a new relative, a new dog, or a new cat into the house. You're going to have some disruption to the household. So when Taj first came home, Azir, do you feel like there was any disruption in the house?
It was just towards the end he became too disruptive.
When he became a little bigger? Okay, I agree with that. Number 2 is to allow space for all feelings. And when we talking about all feelings, we're talking about anger, sadness, happiness, all of it. You have to deal with it all from everybody in the house, definitely including the older children in the building. So, Azir, do you feel like all of your feelings were taken in, or you feel like you were muted at the time?
I felt muted at the time.
Okay.
I felt muted at the time because we had a talk, about I wanted attention.
Yeah.
I told you I felt like I was out of the picture.
Right.
I felt I needed to have more attention.
Okay.
And now that I got to come with the family, I'm actually getting more attention, which really makes me happier.
Okay, that's good. Point 3 is to give it time. We have to be patient anytime we're dealing with bringing new people around anybody. Just dealing with any new people, new friends, new relatives, sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, definitely when it comes to new children in the house. We have to be patient. Do you feel like it was a very patient situation when Taj came home, or do you feel like it was everybody didn't have a lot of patience in the house?
It was a patience. It was patience.
Feel like it was very patient?
Yeah, and I was really bored because, I'm impatient.
Yeah, I know you're very impatient. You're working on it though, you're getting better. Point 4, and this is kind of crazy, and I think this applies more to younger children, like if the children are closer in age. Because I have a friend actually, and he was telling me about his kids and how one of his kids was pushing the stroller and pushed another one into the bush. That's hilarious. It's not really funny, but it is funny when you're talking about sibling rivalry. So, point 4 is to respond to physical aggression with as little alarm as possible. Now, this doesn't really apply to us because Taj is so much smaller than you and you never really did anything physically aggressive towards him. I don't think, did you?
Never.
Never? Oh, okay. Point 5 is to create a baby-free zone for the older child. And I think this one is really important. How do you feel we did about that, Azir?
When you put it in the way, like, my room is a baby-free zone?
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
Really good.
It was a really good thing, so, when I, needed something to do, and I didn't want to be around my, little brother because he'd probably mess up the controls, I could just do it in my room, unless it's the PlayStation.
Right. And that's where I would take my own criticism on this, because I feel like if I could have put the PlayStation in your room, then that would have made it even more of a baby-free zone. Because when you have to come in here and deal with the crying and hustle and bustle of being with a small child, I know it can get quite annoying to you. So I feel like if I would have put the PlayStation in your room, put everything in your room, and just so you can just close your door and have your own space, that would have been better. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Point 6 is to carve out some positive one-on-one time with the older child. Now, before you even get started, I have to speak on this myself. I definitely noticed how it was negatively impacting my son Azir by me being so busy and then having to give so much attention to his younger brother. I mean, you know, of course I work a lot, and then on top of me working, I have to do my art on the side, that I gotta give so much attention to the small child, the newborn, that I wasn't giving my older son enough attention. Thank you. Taj, here, bro.
I noticed
There
it,
you
so
go.
I got it.
Well, we appreciate that. So, I really wasn't giving him enough time, and I saw it negatively impacting him. My son Isaiah is a very emotional child. He's very in touch with his feelings, and you know, when he's not getting attention, he's very expressive. Even if he's not going to have a conversation with you, he's going to express himself in a way that you know something is wrong. So I did start to tone back on going to work so much. I did put my art to the side, and I made sure that I gave him individual attention. I started to play more games with him. That's when we started to do a lot of Fortnite, playing a lot of Fortnite together.
You still do.
We still do, of course. I started to incorporate him into my art, and when I would go sell art, and I would go vendor, I would make sure that he would come with me to set up, to make the sales, and just to get the whole experience. Almost like what are you doing, sir? Almost like, what do they call that when you bring your child to work or whatever, at work day for the children?
It's called Bring Your Child to Work Day.
All right, almost like a bring your child to work day. So, how do you feel about point 6, Isaiah? Oh.
My dad's correct. I am very emotional. I do try expressing my feelings, but sometimes my feelings get the best of me. I really appreciate it when me and my dad play games. We go out to eat together. Also, when he reads me a bedtime story before I go to sleep.
Anything else you would like me to do more or better?
Can you like control your temper a little better? Because ever since you've had a hot temper.
What do you mean by that?
You literally had, ever since, I just did something wrong, you had a hot temper ever since.
Well, you did that thing at school? Okay. I don't feel like I have a hot temper, but I definitely feel like I could manage my temper better. What would you suggest would be a better way to respond to when you misbehave at school?
Here's a suggestion I think of. First time I do that thing, you talk to me. Mm-hmm. Second time, I get punished for a day.
Okay.
Third time, I get punished for a week.
Okay.
Fourth time, I get punished for a month.
Okay, let's stop right there. How many times have I told you about misbehaving at school?
No, here's the problem.
Answer my question. How many times have I told you about misbehaving at school?
About 100.
About 100. So that would mean that you should be punished for a whole year by now, right? Oh, goodness. All right. All in all, it's been a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I do think this particular article has more to do with closer in age siblings. Like if Isaiah was, let's say, 8, and that would make sense. If Isaiah was 2 and then we had another child right behind it, I think this article has more to do with that, like the sibling rivalry and all of those things. But I do think that anyone that has a child, but I do think that anyone that has a new child to bring into the house could take something away from this article. So y'all check it out, man. Share it with y'all friends. And I want to give Mr. Isaiah the floor one more time. How do you feel about being a big brother?
I feel pretty good about being a big brother. I used to wander lonely all the time, except when I had a little brother. When I had a little brother, it's finally like a mini me, you know what I'm saying?
A mini you? Uh-huh. That's how you feel?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. You had fun today with him?
Of course I did.
Okay.
I loved playing tag with him.
Yeah, he been running around on this little walker now, man. I'm going to give y'all a little quick video of that. And outside of that, man, y'all check out the other Fatherhood Fridays videos, man. I'm bringing the series back, man. Anytime I think about something to go back and forth with or something that's brand new, I will bring it to y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. Until next time, later on. You gonna throw a fit because you can't get to the iPad.